In today's video, I share how I regulate my nervous system. I just found out that the word is nervous dysregulated maybe 2-3 months ago. I have been dealing with stress for the past 8 or 9 years since I moved to the US. I hope that these tips that I share with you would help you feel safe, feel calm, feel grounded, and feel happier. I wanted to raise this awareness among women that we always feel like life has to be on the go and we cannot be calm and slow down and enjoying the moment. I found myself connect my self-worth to my achievement, how fast I need to move around, how fast I need to achieve this on the go all the time. If you are living like that constantly, your nervous system is always in high alert and dysregulated. If you live in that chase all the time, you become chronic stress and it's leading to health issue later on. Since I moved here, I deal with it without realizing it. In Asian culture, we always link mental health. If you were talking about stress, that means there's something wrong with you. You are weak. It's coming from my personal experience, so it's very between person to person, and this is how I do to help myself, and it worked. I actively doing this since 2025. I do actually feel happier. I have better day than worse day. If I took my time to do this step, I feeling confident. I just feeling calm. I'm so grounded. I'm so loved, and that just come back to yourself in a way. Okay. Let's first dive into my background because I feel like it's important to know my background and where I'm coming from with this. I immigrated to this country since I was 15 years old. I feel like that age you are not mature, but you do understand the world. I came here by myself with no parent, and for the first 6 months in the state, my period stopped. I didn't recognize that as an alert because I was young. I didn't know. I was just like, oh, maybe I'm going through stress, and we use that word stress a lot, but we don't really come up with anything to actually solve that problem. We just like, okay, just take a day off. Even if you rest, but if your mind doesn't rest, it doesn't matter. What I'm saying is like from 15 to 25 was a lot of changing in my life. I moved across the city while I was living in Texas with my cousin, which was my guardian at the time. She moved from Austin to Dallas, and then I moved to Houston later on. So between 15 and 25 years of my age, I was never stable. I keep moving every 2-3 years, and for that age, to move a lot, causing the nervous system to always be high alert. You are not safe. This is a new environment. You need to watch out. I completed high school under my cousin as a guardian, and then after that, I moved to do my college, and then I entered a relationship. That relationship also ended wound me a lot because I was naive. I feel unworthy. I feel unloved, uncared for, like all of that. Also, on top of it, I entered a very competitive nursing school, and it is an accelerated program. I'm very like go person mentality, so I did it with 17 months of nursing school. It's very brutal for my nervous system. When I graduated nursing school, entered into my job, that's when this relationship become very rocky. I don't know how to get out of it. I don't know how to find myself back. That's the thing. That's how I ended up feeling very dysregulated. I moved from Texas to California in 2024, took a job in California, moved out here, and that when I actually feel a little bit calmer in myself because I was getting away from that relationship. I was trying to find myself back. I traveled to South Korea for the first time solo in 2024, and that trip tremendously opened my eyes. If you have any opportunities to travel solo anywhere, it doesn't matter outside the country or inside the country, you can just do close to you to a town that you've never been solo by yourself. Solo trip make you realize a lot about yourself, what you like, what you don't like, and open your eyes. I took that trip and I found my spark again from 2024 to now 2026. I've been to Southeast Asia several times, visit my family, traveling, and I slowly find myself back again. I've been rambling about my history, but I wanted to say this. Nervous system dysregulate, it doesn't happen overnight. It happens throughout the course of your life, whether that through a toxic relationship or it's through a job, toxic toxic as well, or it's with school or even with family wise, right? So nervous dysregulated happen throughout the course. It's not just overnight and it built up, which in my case throughout the course of maybe 8 to 10 years since I moved to the US. It is harder for you to heal the longer your nervous system was in it. Your nervous system, your body is very smart. They build out the mechanism to help you survive. I was young, I was by myself. I would go school, go work, support myself, and all of that come with stress, because imagine you are in a different land where you don't speak the language, the culture, but you have to survive, study, go to school, to work, take care of yourself. The culture is all about masculinity. You achieve this, you get this. You show your self-worth through your work, your achievement, the thing that outside of you, not you as a person. So it is a toxic life to live. And yeah, back to my point, I moved to California, I traveled to South Korea, and then I started to care about my nervous system. I actually go to massage. I actually go doing cupping, which I started last year. I started doing acupuncture. I also started doing sauna stuff. I do daily work occasionally. I do not regret a single bit. I feel calming myself. It is really helping me being in my body. Everything that I do, I feel like it's returning tenfold because I am taking care of my health. I work in the hospital day to day and I see people getting sick, and I am getting sick myself too. I just getting over a really bad flu. For the 2-3 weeks I was constantly coughing and did not feel good. When you are not sick, when you are healthy, you don't know the value of your health. It's worth $1 million. I encourage all young women out there to look deeper inside yourself, because you know yourself the best. You know how you feel, you know how you react to things. So pay attention to those little things that your body is telling you what to do. I started EFT tapping, and that was the first thing I did to go deeper into my subconscious mind and my conscious mind. It alleviated my anxiety, and the constant shade helped me 50 to 60%, and I feel like that's already a win. It's a win to help me from feeling so stuck, feeling so sad, feeling I couldn't get it. All the things that I was in my mind, releasing that grip that I was holding so hard on. Emotion is so hard because you don't see with your eyes, you just feel in your body, and that's so hard to heal. Like you can heal a wound when you cut open your skin, but with emotion it's so hard. You feel pounding, you feel hurt, you feel headache. The feeling won't go away. EFT tapping truly releasing that for me. It's amazing how it works. And I pair that with journaling. I am a subscriber to Dream Away membership by Haley Hoffman Smith. I love her. If you follow her on Instagram or TikTok, she do a little video here and there, encouragement day to day. When I feel like I need a pick me up, I go to her page and I watch her video and I feel better, and I'm safe and I'm loved and I'm secure, I'm grounded. That's feeling, it's just worth $1 million. It's how you coming back to your inner self, you true self. You are worth $1 million, even though you don't see it, but you are worthy and you are valuable. Your brain, they are focused so much on survival and how to keep you safe. It's always looking out for a threat around yourself just to protect yourself. By just releasing that grip, releasing that emotions, you tend to live a happier life because you feel so peaceful. That's what the feeling that I'm describing. And so yes, EFT tapping and journaling, pair that together. Do that in the morning, do that before you sleep, do that when you feel anxiety. With Dream Away you have to pay a membership, but it's worth it 100%, and I do pay for that membership myself. If you search EFT tapping, there's free also on YouTube. I love Haley personality. I love how she explained things. She lifted up my mood. So next is massage. Massage is good for your body. I did sauna massage, I did cupping and acupuncture. I don't do that weekly. I did occasionally, like once a month or maybe every 3 months. I did that as I'm listening to my body. I don't do that every single week because that is also expensive, but I do highly recommend it if you feel so stressed and you just need to wind down. Massage session does the trick for you. Next is visualization. Visualizations is so important. It's like cherry on top of that. Be tapping in that membership is also have a ton of visualization to help you calm and regulate it, but I will also link down below several visualization that I feel like it helped me down in my description if you want to check that out. When you go to sleep, you dream, you see that dream in your mind. It seems so real. The same thing go with visualization. When you close your eye and you allow yourself to have whatever thing that you are desiring for, and you allow yourself to actually experience it and feel what it feels like to have that thing, it does the trick. Because at the end of the day, you want it to feel calm, grounded, and you want it to feel like yourself. So those things does help boost your mood 1,000%. Next is slowing down. Slowing the heck down. Always have to take a step back and slow down. I'm always so fast, whether walking or eating or doing stuff. I'm a nurse. I need to do things fast. Otherwise, I wouldn't get it done within 8 hours shift. Obviously, that's only at work. However, if you are home and depending on your life situation, you may not have that moment, but take time, at least 5 to 10 minutes. Take that time for yourself to breathe and do things slowly and enjoy life in general. What the heck with life that we make it harder on ourselves? It shouldn't be harder. You should just slow the heck down. So now for the next few tips that I'm giving, it's about nourishing your body and your mind. First thing is sleep. You need to get enough sleep. As a woman, we tend not to get enough sleep. I know life happens, and I know that you have work, you have job, you have million things on your mind, but prioritize sleep is the best thing you can do for your mental health. It's how you also live a little bit longer. If you sleep enough and you get enough rest, you allow your body to push out that toxin when you sleep. I work evening shift, so I tend to get home late and I sleep late, which is also a bad thing if you are sleeping past midnight. But on the day that I'm off, I prioritize sleep. I don't put alarm in the morning. Just let yourself fall asleep and let yourself wake up whatever time that you wake up. Your body system is the best alarm for your health, and so they will wake you up as you get enough. Prioritize sleep whenever you can and take the little moment to breathe and to slow down. Next is water intake. Just drink a lot of water, okay? Just chuck that in, and I say that I'll skin it water. Drink a lot of water, sleep, nourish yourself, nourish your body with good food, whole food, fruit, veggie. Those are basic, but it's will pay off. Next is exercise. If you don't like exercise, find a way that you can put more movement into your daily life. When I traveled to South Korea, I walked so much, 20,000 miles, without me even thinking that I go out from the morning to when I come home. It's so hard in the US to do that. So I know it's hard. I've been there. I'm lucky enough that my job is actually help me get that step in. I walk a lot when I'm at work, but also trying to find an exercise. Doesn't matter 30 minutes, 15 minutes, or however time that you can squeeze in your day, get some movement in. That's gonna be really good for you. Next, sunlight and nature. Sunlight is so good for you if you can go out to nature within 10 minutes or 15 minutes, walk around your neighborhood or walk around that park, go outside and breathe. It's linked with so many benefits to get sunlight and get the fresh air in. Next, take that day off. Whatever day off that your work allowing you to have, like scheduling your vacation, scheduling rest, is so important. To seal that off is visualization. The quick 10 minute, 15 minute visualization really does help my nervous system. Then do massage, do sauna, do some sort of health care that you feel like, okay, that's self-care. Even nail is also self-care. And then focus on your sleep, your water, your nutrition, and take time to go out to see the sun, to see nature, slow the heck down, and finally just breathe. Take this moment for yourself. I hope you have a great day. I will see you in your next one. Bye guys.